Yo, Bachi 2007 back at you with another one. We're going to let Anton Daniels of the Lapeef Network make an announcement as he's been newly enlightened as of a couple 3 weeks ago. Let's listen to this and we'll come back with some commentary and look at some other situations.
I've never said this before. I've never advocated for this before. I'm gonna let Quentin and How to Man have it after this. Um,
This is crazy.
I have never ever said this that I'm about to say right now, and I didn't think that I would ever come to this point. It's time to get y'all passports.
Oh my God.
Passport,
bro, because
Listen, look at
I
him.
don't want to agree with it.
Look at him.
Erasure of slavery.
Listen, fam. Listen, y'all. Look, I've never been the type of dude that advocate for because I didn't understand it, and so listen. I apologize to every last one of these dudes.
Right?
That I've ever said that you don't necessarily need a passport.
Don't get them.
I apologize to y'all.
Getting better. It does.
All right, you heard it there. But before we get more into this, can you like and subscribe? Like this video up, help me move it through the algorithm. It's free. Just hit that like button real quickly. Hit the subscribe, maybe the notification bell so that you make sure that you come back for more. And with that, we're right back to the scheduled program. So, you see, Anton has finally turned around on this issue. He's one of those guys saying there was no reason because he couldn't understand it himself because he hasn't been in this dating market for 20 something years as he's been married to his college sweetheart forever and is not out here dealing with today's women until or except in that he has to deal with them trying to talk to these crazy bats on this show. And now he sees what men are left with out here and what they're having to deal with. And what's the recommendation when you have to actually deal with this is to get your passport. Now we could see in the video the ones being the most obnoxious. Here's the one being the most demonstrative and obnoxious, and I'll just let you take a look at her down here in the left corner, and you could see who has the nerve to have the most attitude about it. But you can see the whole bottom row is way out of pocket with their disdain. Look at that, with their foolishness, with their craziness. We got huge snuffle up against eyelashes over here. And look at all the attitude. Of course, the most pro-black or the most nasty against black men, the one with the most pro-black look. And this is a big revelation to turn around for Antoine, who on this show previously talked about, I forget, Kayla's one chick who was on here for the longest. I haven't watched this show in maybe in almost a year. And the other one who used to have the natural hair, who had the locks or the natural, rocked all the natural looks. She didn't have locks, she just rocked a lot of natural looks. Which were wonderful looks. I mean, she's a natural hair goddess. But she was just so hard on this feminist gender studies mind state. And Antoine was on here. I mean, that's part of why I just barely have ever listened to Antoine, even though I kind of watch his Millionaire Morning Show and it's straight. But he was on there talking about I met them in person and they're super dope and super feminine. That was his position. Because he was just on this other stuff. But having dealt with all these chicks continually now for over a year, they turned him into a Passport Bro supporter from a Passport Bro detractor. And look how big mad they are. These women are big mad and they're going to stay big mad, but they can't stop the hit. Brothers, get your passport and head for greener pastures. Let's hear from the next lovely young lady on the subject matter.
About these foreign women talking about, I got your man. Girl, those girls, as soon as they get that visa, they're going to be gone in 24 weeks, if not 3 months. Because guess what? They're going to realize that those guys were discarded and unwanted for a reason. Look.
So you can see that the big mad is real. She not just mad. She big mad. And so she has to go with the tried and true, the usual sign language, the pretense and insults about how men aren't wanted, which of course is a bunch of crap. they wouldn't be mad and upset if they didn't want these men. If these were all the throwaway men, what would matter to these women? But it matters because they figured out and realized that it's the men with means and with money and with some worldliness who are able to do world travel. Broke pookies don't have $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 to go to the Philippines, to go to Colombia, to go to these various other places, go to Africa like I prefer, or anywhere else if they're so broke and dusty. And this is the realization. So they mad. Remember to like and subscribe, hit that like button if you haven't done it so far. So this is another video on that EmoeShawty chick's page, the one we just watched. This is another video from her page talking about passport bros. They don't care anything about passport bros, let them tell it. Yet they constantly are talking about guys who they claim not to want and not to care about. Let's watch.
One thing about it, these passport bros are keeping it hush-hush on what's really happening when they go to these foreign countries. So far, in the past 2 months, dozens of Americans have been kidnapped and 8 have been taken to see their maker by their foreign beauty queens. Many American men go to these foreign countries thinking that they're going to enjoy a lavish, beautiful vacation with exotic women and end up in a bathtub covered in saran wrap and ice.
So here they go with their latest tactics. If you've gone through and if you will look in my description, I'm going to put the link to my passport bro, what is it called? My set of clips, my passport bro playlist. And you can go through those and see over and over again over the past year and a half, women have tried to come up with every type of trick and scare tactics is what they try to use the most to try to move the brothers off of this. And we're not moving off of it at all. And nobody's falling for this scare tactic. Those people who've been had this problem in Colombia are not passport bros. And further, all kinds of people get kidnapped in foreign countries, in South America in specific. This happens throughout every year, all the time. Remember last year, the BBL girls, the chicks who went there, to get BBLs and took her brothers along, her brother and her cousin, and got them hemmed up and got one of them killed over her BBL, cosmetic surgery. How a trip to Mexico for cosmetic surgery, BBL, and how it turned bad. What about this? This happens with all types of people vacationing in foreign countries who aren't careful. It has nothing to do with the men who are going out and knowing how to maneuver through a country like you're supposed to and looking for dates. If you're just going on there and wait till you get in country and jumping on a dating app, that's probably pretty stupid to meet random people with a setup of you telling them where you're going to be to meet them in a foreign country. That's clearly not a smart way to move, but that's not what this is all about. So it's irrelevant to guys who are moving, how they know how to move in order to meet and secure women who they're interested in, who think they're valuable, and who would want to be with them and who they want to be with. And so there's nothing about that Colombia situation that should dissuade you in any way. You should just understand how to move in foreign countries. That's what they have to go to, scare tactics, because they know time's up for them. That, again, men with means are moving away from them as soon as possible. And the majority of us are not trying to deal with this. So here's another video. This is the same chick. Let's listen to this because this is going to give some information. It's not about passport bros, but I'm going to draw some information from this. Let's see, it's not playing. Let me see if I can try it again. All right, hold on. It's going to give us, I got it ready now. This is going to give us some insight into the type of woman, the type of mentality of person and values these type of women hold that are driving men away from them in droves.
For the parents that are experiencing no contact right now, let's be real. You wouldn't like your kids even if they were strangers on the street. Because what you don't like about them right now, you probably wouldn't like about them as complete strangers. And your kids wouldn't want to be friends with y'all either. Because they can sense that deep-seated hate from a mile away.
So this is at least the second video of a passport bro hater, where the woman on there was devaluing the most intimate and important relationship in one's life, devaluing parenthood, devaluing parents in their life, and making that out to be just something you just throw away, that you just throw away relationships, right? The parental child relationship is the most endemic to your existence. And for her, it's just some throwaway thing about friendships. Like, parents are supposed to be your buddy anyway. That's great if you can have a friendly relationship and have a friendship within your parent-child relationship with your parents. Great if that's what it is. But that's not what that's all about. And that's not what life is based on, whether your parents like and approve of everything you do or not. It is not their job or duty to like and enjoy your choices in life. Their duty is to love, protect, and to guide you. Almost similar, or to some degree overlapping with a man's duty in a relationship with the woman. But she doesn't value that. She doesn't value that relationship oversight in her life from even her parents. How do you expect she's going to value that from a husband? She don't value her daddy providing that in her life. She don't want no man who she has no biological, lifelong, from childhood connection with. If she doesn't value the one that she does have that from childhood connection with, she doesn't even value it from him. She sure ain't gonna value it from you. And this is why we're getting away from these women and going to women who have family values, who think family is important so that you can have a family with them. How do you have a family with a woman like this? Just one more example from the same chick of why getting away from a modern American women is the ticket. Let's see.
Decentering men out of your life is so refreshing. It feels so good to just be like, no, I'm good. The best part of decentering men out of your life is being able to keep your dignity. And with that, we get to center ourselves. That's such a great feeling to be able to be like, you know what? I am the center of attention of my day. I am doing everything to take care of myself today, tomorrow, next week, next year, and the next coming years. And there's nothing a dude, whether he's good or bad, can change that.
Whether he's good or bad. So it has nothing to do with the quality or behavior of the man or anything about him. It's just the fact that he's a man and therefore he lacks value in her life and in her gender studies feministic mentality. This is what they think about men. They don't see men as being valuable human beings to even be in their life. How could you be in an intimate, close relationship with a woman like this who thinks you don't even have value to be there? And it's the bunch of them. I thank TikTok for helping me decenter men. This app literally saved my life. Crazy. Decentering men is the best thing. I lost it. Let's see if we can get back to it. This has gone long enough, but you get the picture. You get the point. You heard and saw what they had to say. Goodbye to 2007. I'm out of here. If you wouldn't mind taking a moment, go ahead and like and subscribe for me. Like this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you can come back for more. It'll really help me out with the algorithm and help this channel to grow and keep getting this message out to you. Like and subscribe. Thanks.